The Speaker recognizes Representative Cavanagh.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This legislation was introduced less than 3 weeks ago. This is a deliberative body. I came to Lansing figuring that we were going to address serious problems in the state of Michigan and take time in deliberating those. I am Vice Chair of Judiciary and expected this bill to go to Judiciary as it came out of Judiciary in the Senate. It was rerouted and heard in one day. I have talked to many judges on the Court of Appeals and Supreme Court justices, and they have not had time to weigh in on this. They're very upset, and they believe that there should be a deliberative process. I think the process was rushed, so people couldn't come to committee, couldn't have their voice heard here in Lansing. What is the rationale behind this bill? Is it just because Ingham County is not representative of the entire state? Then let's have statewide elected court of claims as proposed. What is the problem? I don't believe that this bill solves that problem, nor is it a solution for those problems. Anything we do should supersede our politics, our agendas, as what we do affects real people's lives. The United States Constitution and the state constitution are both structured very simply. They have trial courts, which are courts of original jurisdiction. It is set up as a trier of fact. Trial courts, whether they be district courts, court of claims, they are able to call in witnesses, they're able to hear evidence, and you have the ability to have a jury of your peers hear your claim. Appellate courts, as the Court of Appeals, hear that case on appeal. They just look at the facts as presented, and it is not a court. Why do we have this dramatic change? Is it just political? But the overarching question, and this has been posed to me by judges and justices, is it constitutional? We should ask ourselves before we rush through this process, hear very little testimony, whether it is constitutional. And under the Constitution of Michigan of 1963, Article 3, Section 8, opinions on constitutionality can be asked, as stated, either the House of the Legislature or the Governor may request the opinion of a Supreme Court on important matters of question of law upon solemn occasions as to the constitutionality of legislation after it is enacted but before its effective date. My amendment would ask that the Supreme Court take a look at this before we end up in litigation for years, and also be able to voice some more opinions. I ask for your support, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Representative Cavanagh. The question is on the adoption of the amendment. The clerk will open the board. The amendment is not adopted.